addicted to stress? Me too. Oh god. Testing. Oh, therapy time. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. If you are new to my channel, my name is Gugs, and I have Talk Tuesday series in which I dive into the subconscious mind and ponder the thoughts that you most likely have had in your life, but I've never actually had the chance to talk about. So that is what my channel is all about. Before we get into this video, candles, of course. How could I ever forget? Judging from my intro, y'all already know what this video is about. It is about how we are addicted to stress. Now you might be thinking, hell nah, I'm trying to be zen. I ain't trying to do nothing in my life to stress me out. I hate to break it to you, but yeah, you do. If you find yourself scrolling on your phone 24/7 and then you know that you hate doing that because you end up staying on TikTok or Instagram or something for like hours, but like you can't stop, that's you being addicted to stress. Now, this is not your fault. You constantly have to be doing something. Our human brain, God forbid, we have peace and serenity. We will be bored. What are we going to do? And be one with nature? No. Like dead ass. I'm not even over exaggerating. That's literally like, that's us. In a nutshell, human beings in a nutshell. I'm also talking about myself, so don't take any of this shit personally. I was just thinking the other day, why? Like, why am I addicted to stress? The answer is simply, we don't know a better way. We don't know what else to do with ourselves. We live in a society that has brought us up to be productive beings and robotic. If you are not doing something every second of the day or have something planned, you feel like a failure because you were taught to feel like that. I have had the luxury of going to India, and I love India. First and foremost, it's just a beautiful tropical place. Secondly, I get to see how people live there. People drink tea and they just chill. Like, they be grabbing tea from the side of the road and then they just stand there and they just chill. And I sometimes just stare like, you ain't gotta work? Like, what's happening here? But no, they also do work. It's just they got the balance right. We do not have the balance right in North America. We are kind of chaotic like that. We have grown up in this ideology that where we have to keep working like a dog. In actuality, if technology was really like benefiting us to such an extent, should we not have to work less because everything else is more automated? Or are we just simply creating jobs for ourselves to keep society busy and make it seem like we have a purpose? Which leads me into my next point. Purpose. What is purpose? What is passion? How do I find my purpose and passion? Damn, if I knew, I'd tell you. It's very stupid to set on this route to finding your passion. It doesn't need to be a grand thing. It could just be something as simple as you liking to hang out with family. Nothing's wrong with that. This also gets me a little bit confused because humans, me, everyone, has this idea in us that like we must monetize our like passions and hobbies because we have to make everything productive. That is the core root of our issues as a society, and stress comes from this idea of you trying to be somewhere and not there. We're pretty much gonna live our whole life trying to always reach something and then we die. Like, we're always gonna reach that thing and then on to the next one, reach it, on to the next one. There's nothing wrong with goal setting, but I think we forget to smell the flowers along the way. It's really important to keep a head over your shoulders and to view everything holistically. You get somewhere, you reach your goal, whatever that goal is, and then you're like, okay, on to the next one. How about you just kind of chill out a little bit and like reward yourself? That would probably help slow things down, wouldn't it? Also, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and I know this to be a true fact because as kids in our society, my brother, he's 14, he's in middle school, he puts an immense amount of pressure in himself just for grades. Again, what are grades? The objective of grades is to show a student where they stand and how much they understand something, and it should show them their weak points so that they can learn. It should be reinforcing learning. It shouldn't be reinforcing validation. That's where we get it wrong in society, and it's because we're not taught properly. At the end of the day, we're pinning people against people. Students are getting pinned against each other 24/7. The best way to approach this is just to have an open mind and a holistic image and to really understand how to slow things down. That is why we're addicted to stress. We don't really know mechanisms of how to slow shit down in our head. What would this video be if I'm just sitting here rambling without giving y'all any tips and tricks? Tip number 1. My favorite tip, if you guys have been following me for a long time, you're probably really annoyed by this, but meditation. Meditating is pretty much you sitting alone with yourself and with your thoughts, and there is no right or wrong way to meditate. It's simply just sitting by yourself in a quiet area and observing yourself, your thoughts, and your surroundings. There are many ways that you can go about meditating. I actually have a meditating video if you want to start off meditating. Please do. This will will really help shift perspective and also allow you to slow down. Some benefits from meditating, it's not just while you're meditating, it's after. I swear to God, there's some energy shift that happens and you're actually calm throughout the entire day and you don't feel as anxious. Now, how amazing is that? Tip number 2, go outside. Okay, so there's energy in these damn trees. Call me crazy, there is legit energy in these trees. There's also studies and research that shows if you actually walk on grass barefoot, you get a grounding sensation, and I 100% have felt that before, and it just grounds you because you're literally soul to earth. Like your energy is mixing with the earth's energy, and there is nothing more pure than that. Okay, so now that those 2 tips are out of the way, that's more of a holistic thing that should be worked on always, subconsciously, unconsciously. Tip number 3, bit more practical. Our freaking phones need to time out. Time out. We ain't going on that. It's very important that when you have an urge to go on your phone, just be like, why? Ask yourself that question. Grab a journal, write it down. Why did I feel the need to go on my phone and make myself stare at a screen for 2-3 hours when I know after that I just pretty much feel like shit? Why do I have this tendency to make myself feel like shit? And then just write about it. Grab a journal, and you don't even have to write, just think about it. Just every single time you go for your phone. Honestly, technology in general is supposed to help make your life easier. I think what we do as humans is we like to fill these voids in us. We like distractions because we don't like dealing with the core issue of our problems. Yes, me too. I know. Why do you think I grab my phone? I can't deal with sitting alone for too long because then I start thinking about random shit and then I get bored. Number 4. This is, this one is kind of not really a tip that you can tangibly do, but this is something I just want to throw out there. Understand that at the end of the day, we are all human beings and we're trying to learn every single day. There's, we all have our different variations of problems. Every single one of us has trauma. We all have some sort of problem, and there must be a reason to all of this chaos that we just randomly popped up on this planet. I can stress out about this thing and I can always have the need to constantly keep doing something because otherwise I feel like a failure. But at the end of the day, if I just take one day at a time and just keep chugging away at my goals slowly and at my own pace, and I'm consistent, I will be okay. Seriously, if you guys need to write stuff down as affirmations and throw that shit on your wall, if you need to constantly, you want to put a reminder in on your phone, that's a healthy way of using your phone, by the way. You can do stuff like that. Again, positive vibes all around. That's kind of what my objective is with this whole thing. I also do want to disclose, stress is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just the way that we have been coping with our shit. It's led to increased levels of unnecessary stress in our society, especially amongst the youth. But stress doesn't need to always be negative. Like, sometimes you need stress. We have our survival instincts that kick in. You do need to be stressed if something needs to get done right away. We have to be grateful for the fact that we have this mechanism in us that causes stress. The stress that I am talking about is a different type of stress that we all have been through, which is unnecessary stress. It's honestly kind of a drug. Like, you're addicted to this stress, and it's like a drug of the mind because you become prisoner of your own mind. Your mind plays all these games on you, and like, we've all been there. But you know what? We're out here learning together, so it's all good. I've just been in a whole other phase of my life right now where I am questioning everything. I am questioning whether or not I am making the right decisions every day. I am questioning whether or not I am worth something. I am questioning whether or not my passion is worthwhile. Like, all these things are coming into my head, and it's because of stress. The stress of reaching the next thing. The stress of always attaining the next goal. But sometimes when we do that, we forget to be grateful for what we do have in the present moment. Again, law of attraction, if you're grateful for what you have right now, you will only be granted more by the universe. The universe is your best friend. The universe is all of our best friends. It's listening in on us. I don't know why I'm pointing up. It's pretty much in us, around us, bottom, everything. It's everywhere. So be mindful of your thoughts, positive vibes only. So with that being said, I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoy content like this, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Aside from that, I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day, and I'll see you guys next video.